Yeah, absolutely, man. Look, at the end of the day, you know, we already passed that honeymoon phase when it comes to DNF. You know, obviously the game came out towards the end of June, but we passed that honeymoon phase. Everybody figured out who they got to rock, who they got to play in order to, you know, continue just being better and better in tournament play or just in casuals even. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, competition is competition. You know what I'm saying? So.
I said play to win, play what makes you happy. And also, you know, there's been development for characters that have been improving over time, too. We were talking about Dragon Knight a little while ago. That character was not played as much at the start, and all of a sudden you got the Mixed Machine. Oh, we going to see some Vanguard to start things off. I was a whole liar there, button check with the Hitman. This is not what I was expecting at all, but I'm excited to see it.
Yes, sir. That Vanguard, man. Shout out to Rico Suave. Pretty familiar with the character on the battlefield. He actually is the one that got me ready for this matchup, so that's pretty dope. Enchantress, though, I mean, obviously she has a lot of damage, mostly in the corner, a lot of pressure. I think she lacks a little bit more on the mid-screen combo side of thing, but, you know, gets the job done in terms of going for the corner carry. So she's very scary. Obviously, she has that command throw that turns you into the voodoo dough, that black magic. You know what I mean? But you can easily react to it if you fuzzy guard.
And she got that good range, too, with the ability to use that range off that broom, but it's whenever the teddy bear gets moving forward, you got to deal with those swipes in the corner. That's where everything becomes a problem. But that range that Danny's got is going to let him get in.
I like to call him the Bob Ross of DNF. That's a fabulous paintbrush, if you will.
It's a beautiful painting. He's painting a picture right now, painting a picture of victory, but boxing his way out the corner. Ifrit not having anything to do with that and gets a side switch.
Very sneaky. The thing about Enchantress roll that you really have to pay attention, it actually doesn't look like a regular old roll. It looks like a teleport. So you would think it's a move set, you know what I mean, and not really used to just the animation to go for the punish. So that's definitely something you got to look out for. Speaking of that command throw, there it is. That is death.
That was good off the stagger, too. Put out the one. Oh, you're blocking still? Let me snatch you up real quick. That was the first game going to Ifrit.
Vanguard. Use the guard that God gave you. All right, that's a good call to carry. Okay.
That was good on Ifrit, too. You don't get too many opportunities to walk someone to the corner as Vanguard because he's very committal with all of his heavy swings he's got to do to find openings, but that gives good whiff punishes for anybody else.
I'm going to jump in. I don't know what you tried to do there. I don't know if that was an early tech that you got opened up, but you are – oh, yeah. That's one thing. So you can defend that pretty well. So if you block – right? All you have to do is just delay while you're holding up. That's it. So like if it's a true string, you don't jump.
Yep.
But if there's a little gap in between, you can actually jump and you know, get out of the situation. Especially Vanguard, you can actually hit him with a dive. What I like to call the flag pole. I don't actually know the name of it, but you know, the flag pole, the catch shimmies and stuff like that. That's pretty much an option.
Taking control of territory with that one right there. But in this game, you could get perfectly by accident, to be completely honest. So you just got to put that in your back pocket if you're Danny. It's all good. You got her in the corner this time. The biggest thing is that he rolled out before, like you were saying. He's got to look for that, and he does not respect the DP enough, so that's going to let him separate.
Yeah, pretty fast. He actually does have one of the fastest DPs. Kind of weird to punish. There's a little bit of multiple hits, so you're actually going to have to know exactly when it hits, when it finishes.
It's like reverse the Berserker where his lasts so long and then you try to challenge it too early. But exactly. Danny did answer pretty quickly with that first game.
Okay. Let me see some Danny Phantom. Any Danny Phantom fans out there? Okay.
All right, we already got a crowd for it. How about Ifrit? All right, so it's a little bit split between both. I think I heard some more for Danny, but Danny definitely making it work right now. I'm already impressed by this Vanguard and the answer back, going for that dive pole like you're saying, and getting the grab.
You know, that's the sneaky thing about it's a good and a bad thing. When you grab somebody, you're actually giving them white health. So sometimes you want to go for more pressure just to shave off the guard gauge a little bit, but you know what, to finish the job, I agree.
And you're like alluding to that too, like anybody who's newer to the game, getting that white health, being able to open up your mix-up game with those conversion cancels makes so much of a difference. That's why a lot of these really good characters in the game are able to abuse that. But Danny coming in here with Vanguard, not the most common pick, but he's making it work, and he's already started things off hot again.
That was a hard read on the backdash. It wasn't even a backdash, but that was the presence of that stand B for sure. I smell a shimmy. Watch this. Oh, no, not even all skills for real. The paintbrush. Oh, armor! I forgot you got that. Yep, that is one of the rare characters represented in tournaments for sure.
Yeah, don't usually get that too often. It's not very clean, but it doesn't even matter. Go to exhaustion. He's got so much range, and all of his heavies pull you in. So anytime you try to get away, it pulls you right back in. He keeps it his turn. It's so hard to deal with, regardless of the fact that you're Enchantress, who plays a mini game by herself most of the time.
Yep, that is a fact. Kind of don't agree there with that early guard cancel from Ifrit, but it's all right, though. You got to survive. He's not really oppressive. There's a lot of gaps, but you just need to have the options for it. So obviously a good DP will go through that.
Probably gets a counter trade here. Oh, he gets poked again. 2M is such a big amount of distance. You got to respect it. He hasn't been able to really do anything since the first game. What do you think you need to see out of Ifrit to actually like deal with Danny right now?
Definitely got to wait for those staggers in between the skills, and that's when you can actually answer with a DP or a roll if you're really brave. But again, it's up to the Vanguard to know exactly what you're trying to do to get out the corner. I see you, Ifrit. Ifrit18. That's actually my favorite number. What am I saying? Yes.
That's a good number. And also, speaking of good numbers, 1 game apiece. Here in game number 3, this is determine who gets winners finals. Try and get that best of 5 territory. Boxing his way out, not even close to letting you set up Teddy Bear. Not 1 second, and good blocks once again. Just holding up, but that guard's starting to dip.
I'm liking that from Ifrit, though, representing that guard button. It's so important, guys. Don't get shy of holding that guard button. Cross-ups don't exist if you hold that button. 100%. High lows, though. Oh, try to read the guard cancel. A little too far, though. Oh, was that the DP? Either or. Put out that broomstick. Yup. That good old broom.
Oh, caught him full screen, slipping, trying to walk back. Now it's his turn. It's the worst place to be, but DP gets him out.
Oh, good read. Oh, should have waited, though.
He had it. Doesn't matter. Catches him on the back dash away, and Danny gets the best of 3. After getting cooked, it was pretty bad that first set. Like, everything went Ifrit's way, but it's all about putting that in your back pocket, staying calm so you can be able to get that run back.
Vanguard is good, but it's all knowledge checks. I mean, the only thing that's bad about the character is DPs can't abuse lows at all. So, like, if you're just ducking all day, just mauling Vanguard, just all lows, it's never going to hit you. So that's the only problem I see with the character. But other than that, pretty solid. I will say that. Good character.
Very different territory, too. I mean, we're looking at Vanguard in Winners Finals here. So we're talking about what the Caribbeans got. It's already different. I was assuming that we'd see Hitman right away. I still think, of course, we're going to see at least 1 in top 8, but that was pretty impressive from Danny, but it's going to be based on who is able to solve those gaps, like you said. I'm curious to see if somebody's got it, though, because that was looking pretty impressive.